Hi, I'm Kara Peterson, and I'm here to talk to you about essential oils and how they can help you with your journey towards natural health. There are a lot of ways to try to be healthy in a natural way, and essential oils are just one of them. I am a certified aromatherapist, which simply means that I have taken over 400 hours of education in essential oil health and wellness. So, how can essential oils help you? They can help you mentally, they can help you physically, and they can help you emotionally. Typically, people thought that essential oils were simply good for moods, and they can do so much more than that. I am going to be limited in what I say in this broadcast simply because the FDA has realized that essential oils are powerful. They do a lot of they are powerful. They have a lot of effects. One drop of peppermint oil is the equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. Therefore, they have cracked down, and they do not want people just spouting on the internet, oh, this essential oil does this or this essential oil does that. Problem with that is you can no longer type in essential oil for, and I'm going to use nose out of joint every time I'm looking for an ailment and I can't find it. And I don't mean broken nose. I mean, like, if you're upset about something, simply because that's an ailment that it isn't an ailment, so that I can't get in trouble for that. But so you can no longer say, I need an essential oil for my nose out of joint. And you could just Google that and you could just find the oil protocol for that. And it was actually very simple to try to not only correct some of the conditions that you had or support your body through those, or even support your body on medications you were on with those side effects, but it was also really fairly simple to try to help your body with in preventative measures, okay? And now it's become a little bit harder. So now you're going to need someone to guide you through. So I'm here to talk to you about just the basics. There's so much to learn about essential oils, and every month I hope to have at least 2 classes here on Google Hangouts, and I hope you will join me. So what are essential oils? First of all, Mythbuster, they're not an oil. They actually should not leave a funky, I don't know where my hands are on this, they should not leave a funky residue or be slippery or anything like that. They are extracts from plants. They're taken from roots, from stems, from the bark, from the peel, from the leaves. They're taken from the plant that, whatever part of the plant that the plant used to protect itself from environmental threats. And therefore, we have come along and said, you know what, that looked kind of good. I think we would like that benefit as well. So we're going to bottle that right up, and we're going to use that too. And that's what an essential oil is. So how to use them. You can use them in 3 different ways, and usually I just clump those all together. But this time I think I'm going to separate them, and I'm going to show you that in a way so that you can experience that differently and in a more real fashion. So if you are taking this class and you told me about it, then I sent you samples. And I would love to do that. If you are new to essential oils and you are not enrolled with doTERRA, then you just give me a shout out and I would love to do the same for you. What you're going to do is you have wild orange and you have peppermint. And you are going to take a drop of your wild orange here, and you're going to take a drop of your peppermint here, and you're going to put them there, and then you're going to rub your hands. There we go. Rub your hands together, and you're going to cup them over your face, and you're going to inhale. And you're going to breathe. You are not going to get that in your eyes, okay? We're just going to do a disclaimer right here. If you get those in your eyes, it's going to hurt. It's not going to destroy your eyes, but it's going to hurt. And you're going to be going like this. You're going to be like going, oh my heck, what do I do? You do not rinse with water. We all heard that, right? You do not rinse with water. Water amplifies the effects of essential oils. We're going to get to our presentation later, and we're going to want to remember that again, okay? But right now, that's a bad thing. So we're going to like desperately be looking around for oil, like coconut oil, canola oil, olive oil, peanut oil. I don't care what kind of oil you can find, but you're going to find it, and you are going to put it in your eyes. Now, I took a class by an excellent teacher once, and I remember somebody saying, oh my heck, isn't that uncomfortable to put oil in your eyeball? And he said, oh, no, no, you just put it around your eye and it will wick that oil right out. Okay, I'm here to tell you, almost everybody who's done doTERRA essential oils and has had the tension blend on their forehead, it has dripped in their eyes, and the tension blend is made with a whole bunch of mints, and it hurts in your eyes. And you care less about wicking. All you care about is that out of your eye. So goop in your eyeball doesn't matter. I take coconut oil, the goopy kind, the not fractionated, the virgin, and I just splatter it in my eyes. And then I take paper towel and I scratch it out. I know that's horrible for my complexion. It's probably added 3 or 4 wrinkles, but I just take it out and then I go like this and I'm like, okay, it's better, or it's not, and then I do it again. That's all I do, okay? So back to the wild orange and peppermint. This right here is aromatically. That is one way you can receive the oils, okay? You can also put them in a diffuser. A diffuser is my favorite method, bar none, okay? And what you do is it looks like a tiny humidifier, and it's with water, and you just drop 1 or 2 drops, or depending if it's right by your bed and you're going to sleep at night, well, 2 is usually good. If it's in a bigger kitchen, maybe 4, okay? You just drop 4 drops in with that water, and you just put it on, and it just goes around the room. The advantages of aromatically in a diffuser especially are usually for respiratory issues, and I am assuming you're going to fill in the blank with all of that, okay? Respiratory issues and moods, okay? So if you have people, I'm especially thinking of those small-footed people in the morning who just hate to get up and go to school, okay? That wild orange and peppermint is a great blend to have on the kitchen counter with some nice music going and say, welcome to the day. Aren't we glad we woke up this morning? Because some of them just really aren't glad they woke up this morning. Okay, you can do the same thing with lavender when those same small-footed people come home from school, especially once they get a little bit bigger-footed people and they're a little bit less happy after they get home from school and they're very hungry. I'm thinking my teenage boys maybe. And they're thinking, oh my gosh, I need some food right away. And you're trying to get dinner ready. So you just need a calming oil. Okay, so you can put maybe lavender in there at night in the diffuser. So it helps with the moods. And you can affect the moods of the room and nobody has to know. Okay, it's really great that way. So that's how you can affect it aromatically. So why would you choose to do a natural solution over a synthetic solution? That is going to be up to you, to be quite honest with you. I can't tell you why you would choose that. I can tell you pros and cons. I can easily do that. I'll start with cons. The cons of a natural solution, there's a learning curve. I hate learning curves. Learning curves are just horrible. I have a learning curve with technology. I will tell you, I did this entire presentation earlier and I couldn't find people. I couldn't find my chat room. It was a disaster, okay? So I'm hoping that this is all recording in my YouTube channel right now. So it's a learning curve, and the other con of essential oils is we are on the one-shot wonder kind of mentality. You take that nice little pill in the morning and you don't do it for another 12 hours, and you love that, okay? That doesn't happen anymore. Now your body really likes these essential oils and it assimilates them and it takes out from the essential oils the chemical constituents that it needs, and it says, wow, I really need that. I'm really liking that you're putting that into my system right now because I can really build from that. And it uses it right up, and then it needs more. Okay, so you would need to apply more often. So then people say, how often? If you have a chronic condition, meaning ongoing and ongoing, I would say AM, PM. It's like taking your meds AM and PM, okay? I am not saying get off your meds, okay? That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it would be routinely like that. If you have an acute condition, I would say often. I'm not a doctor, I cannot diagnose. Okay, also I have to do a disclaimer, essential oils do not cure anything, and I cannot cure, they do not cure. But you do have to be aware that with an acute condition, you have to do it more often. And I could talk about an acute condition that I've used it for and it worked beautifully, and I had to do it every 15 minutes for an hour and 15 minutes. And then the condition broke and it worked out just fine. Okay, so that's how I would handle that. As far as other cons of synthetics, you have side effects, okay? And then you have side effects off your side effects, and you take medications for your side effects, and then you have side effects. And so that's definitely a con, okay? It's very expensive. Essential oils aren't that expensive. They're pennies a drop, okay? Our most expensive oil, I think, costs 80 cents for a drop, and I have yet to use that oil. Okay, so that's a very, very expensive oil. That oil can be found in blends that make it cheaper. So most commonly they're anywhere from 3 cents to 8 cents a drop. So much cheaper, and it takes about 20 cents to $1.25 to get through an acute situation. So you're also doing something that your body is familiar with, whereas with the synthetic solution you are not. Also, there are no recorded cases of somebody dying of essential oils. Just putting that out there. Okay, so we just talked about wild orange. So I would like to share with you, what does wild orange do? Wild orange is a powerful cleanser and purifying agent. It protects against seasonal and environmental threats. It's high in antioxidants. It's uplifting to the mind and body. And most of these things are true of most of your citrus oils, just so that you know. And the interesting fact is it has more emotional benefits than any other oil. Peppermint. Okay, so when you put your hands over your face and you cupped them and you felt something, you probably immediately felt your nose clear, okay? And it went, I mean, you were like, wow, my eyes are watered and my nose is clear, okay? It promotes healthy respiratory function and clear breathing. It was immediate. You did not have to wait for something to clear your system. It cleared immediately. Now, you would have to do it more often, but it clears immediately. It alleviates an occasional upset stomach. It eases occasional heated skin. It supports feelings of motivation, and it supports seasonal threats. At this time, I would like to talk about internal usage. You can also use your oils internally. And the reason I'm going to talk about that is because of this right here, occasional stomach upset. Some people would like to use the peppermint internally when their stomach feels upset. doTERRA is an oil that can be used internally. Not all oils can. So if you are a person who's going to immediately go from this broadcast out to just buy random oils, please make sure that you look at the bottle and you make sure that they do say for internal use only, or can be used internally. Most of them say not for internal use, because it's very important you do not use them internally if the company does not want you to. I do not promote using internal usage a lot. I will confess that I do use them internally for certain things. However, I have researched those things and I am very comfortable with that reason. You need to know that all of the oils and everything that you put on you, because it's for on you also, will be processed through your skin, okay, or through your liver. So if you have any kind of organ weakness or compromise, then I do not recommend taking them internally, okay? So that brings up why, so we've covered two ways to take them, right? internally and aromatically. So why did I choose doTERRA? CPTG. A lot of people get their nose out of joint about CPTG. That means certified pure therapeutic grade. That is not something weird. That is not anything magical. That is something trademarked by doTERRA, simply because that is standards they hold themselves to. That means that the products they're dealing with in every other country qualify for the organic standards they need, the soils, the standards they need, everything is the standard it needs to be, because organic does not mean the same thing here that it means there. And it all has to meet a specific standard. So what it means if it has that label is it simply means it's always third-party tested, always quality, always pure, always results. A lot of people like to bounce around to try to find the cheapest results, that are the cheapest oils. That just means you're going to have to investigate those oils every single time, because you cannot guarantee that a pure oil, if it says pure, is simply, oh, let's take lemon. Lemon's a great one. If it says pure lemon, it can be pure lemon if it has the lemon oil, like the pulp, the lemon peel, the lemon leaves, and lemon bark. If they grind all that up, press it, and they get an oil from that, it is still 100% pure lemon oil. However, the oil that does you the most benefits are just from the peel only. And the ones that have the research behind them and all the studies come just from the peel. So what you're wanting is just the oil that comes just from the peel. It can also be 100% natural if they mix lemon with coconut oil, because coconut is 100% natural. So CPTG, there's nothing hinky about that. It simply means that it meets their standards. Safe for internal use. It does not matter if you're not going to be using it internally. What that means is it can be used internally. And since the skin absorbs, well, everything, then it can, it's safe for that. doTERRA is saying our oils we stand behind them completely. There is nothing bad about our oils. There is nothing mixed in there. They are completely safe. And I like that. So I like picking them for that. They're also grown and harvested in their natural habitat. This is simply important because the oils are a higher quality, and I mean not the oils from doTERRA necessarily, but the oil extracts from the plants, if they're grown in the habitat they were meant to originally grow in, because the plants grow to a different kind of standard there. The company thinks globally. Okay, it's so funny. There's a company line as to why doTERRA is better or why it does this or why it does that. You will never find this on the company line. I am kind of on the fence about being a tree hugger. I gotta confess it, okay? I'm the girl who has like 30 solar panels on her roof, and I have a rain tank, and sustainability means a lot to me. Thinking globally means a lot to me. I think this world is getting smaller and smaller, and the fact that doTERRA goes in and helps local communities, and it tells those farmers we're not paying for the end product, but we're paying for the entire year process, and we're paying for you even when there's nothing in the ground because we want your ground to recover. This means a lot to me, okay? So that could mean nothing to you, but that means a lot to me. Excellent education. With the FDA compliance and a lot coming off of the internet, so you can no longer just get your answers there, you need to figure out how you're gonna learn about your oils. And if you do the loyalty rewards program, at 13 months, they are the most inexpensive oils on the market. And I know that probably is going to shock you, but you cannot get them cheaper at, say, your Complete Food Market or your, I don't know, I Feel Good grocer or whatever it is up the street. There isn't a cheaper or less expensive oil on the market than these. So let's get into more of our oils because that's what everybody has fun with. Your respiratory blend. This maintains clear airways and breathing. It supports your overall respiratory health. It helps minimize the effects of seasonal threats. It encourages deeper breathing. And this is going to be really great for that fall season when a lot of your seasonal threats come on. And so seasonal threats don't always mean seasonal, like, I don't know, like what we're seeing in the picture. Sometimes seasonal can mean episodic seasonal, okay? So some of our blends are gonna be really good for that. Melaleuca, also known as tea tree oil, is also good in the fall because a lot happens in the fall with the kids going back to school, and there's just a lot that happens then. Cleansing, and I know I sound like I'm vague. I'm not being vague. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm simply trying to walk that fence of FDA compliance. Please feel free to messenger me or get to me, and we can do a one-on-one, and I can make all of this much more applicable to you in on your natural health journey. So it's cleansing and rejuvenating. It has a cleansing and rejuvenating effect on the skin. Melaleuca is known for a lot of your skin properties. It promotes healthy immune function. It promotes or protects against environmental and seasonal threats. It promotes a clear, healthy complexion, and it soothes minor skin irritations. Microorganisms and parasites do not like this oil. Oregano. Oregano is a powerful cleansing and purifying agent. It also provides immune enhancing benefits, which is why it and Melaleuca are so great during the fall. It supports healthy digestion and respiratory function, and it supports the body during seasonal threats. Lavender. Lavender is the oil that everybody thinks of when you think of essential oils, and whenever everybody thinks of it, they immediately think calming and quieting and relaxing. And actually, there have been an amazing amount of studies on lavender, which is why it's so sad that the FDA is coming down so hard on essential oil companies, because they're saying that you cannot talk about them because there's been no research done. And that is not true. There's no research or studies done by the FDA, but there has been a plethora of studies done in other countries. As a matter of fact, in France, a lot of the physicians have like this little wheel, and they just spin it to the ailment, like nose out of joint, and then across from that comes up the oil protocol. So they know exactly what to prescribe to their patients if it is a condition that can be helped with essential oils. So a lot of countries are really on board with essential oils. Our FDA, however, has not personally jumped on board with this, and they have not done the studies. And because they have not done the studies, they will not allow us to discuss them in a medical way. There is a study done that I think is amazing, and it talks about mothers and their babies, and it was over, I believe, a 6-week period. And at the end of the day, everybody's tense and they're having a hard day, and you've gone through the whole day and you're tired and you just want to get the bedtime routine done, and this is what's going through the mom's mind, and you're going, oh my gosh, now I have to do the bath and all of this. And for mothers who used lavender, whether they diffused it or whether they put a drop in the tub, the interaction between the baby and the mother was significantly more intense. They had more bonding, they had more cooing, and they had more eye-to-eye contact. And it became more of an experience between them, that bath time, instead of a rushed, oh my gosh, it's another obligation that I've got to get through. So lavender does so many things. It also soothes occasional skin irritations. It eases muscle tension. It helps angry skin recover quickly. I wrote here that it's baby friendly, and the reason why is because there are 2 oils that are recommended in almost every source that I've ever researched that are good for babies, and that's lavender and Roman chamomile. The other ones, they would prefer you to wait until the babies get to be older, and I have a whole toddler, infant, young child's class that I can help you with that. There are so many studies on lavender, so if you're an actual study person, you can Google linalool, which is the primary chemical constituent in lavender, and I think you will be very amazed. So we go right from lavender to frankincense. Frankincense, I have a crown there in the water because frankincense is known as the king of oils. And it's known as that, obviously, because it was presented to the Christ child, the king, and also because it does everything. You know, if you want the cheap Swiss Army knife, meaning you don't know what to do, I don't know what's going on, I don't know how to fix it, you just apply lavender. Lavender is your cheap Swiss Army knife. If you want the one that really gets in there, you want frankincense. Frankincense is your really good one, okay? So it helps build and maintain a healthy immune system. It promotes cellular health. It reduces the appearance of blemishes and rejuvenates skin. It promotes feelings of peace, relaxation, satisfaction, and overall wellness. And it's excellent at helping the body with occasional swelling issues. It's actually the #1 oil recommended for this purpose. This actually brings up a really good point, and this is where I'm going to try to flip back to me. And of course, right now I don't have my, oh, there's my menu. So I'm going to hope you get me now. There I am. Okay. So now I'm going to, whoop. Okay. So see how I have this roller ball? This is the best way I feel to apply oils. So now we're going to talk about topically. That's the third way you can receive your oils, right? So we talked about internally. We talked about aromatically, and now we're going to talk about topically. I love roller balls, okay? I think they're the best way to receive them topically. And the reason why is because, let me grab one of my essential oils here. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, so I have lavender right here. Okay, so if you have lavender and you need to apply it, so you take this off, you go like this, and you drip, right? And we only want 1 drop. Let's see if 1 drop will come out. Okay, great. So 1 drop came out. Now, one problem. Sometimes more than 1 comes out, especially with your citrus oils. With citrus oils, you try to get 1 and you get like 8 sometimes. It just drips out like crazy. The other problem is when you apply an oil directly to your skin, oftentimes you get evaporation, like 60 to 85% evaporation. So you're going to love your essential oils. You're going to use them and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, there's some on the side of the bottle, and you're going to be rubbing the side of your bottle, and oh my heck, I put the lid down and I have some on the counter, so you're rubbing the other side of your hand, maybe your neck, right? You're doing all this stuff. You think I'm crazy, but people get really frantic about their oils. They love their oils. So then you get this cool little dropper, okay? They have these dropper tops. These dropper tops are really neat. This oil is lemongrass. We're not going to talk about lemongrass today, but lemongrass is a favorite of mine. It's great for the 2 nervous systems. It supports both nervous systems. So I love it because one of mine is pretty much always out of whack. So what you do is you can control your drops. So this is great for the diffuser because I don't ever waste it. The bad thing about it is you still have your evaporation. Okay, but I don't wear lemongrass very often, okay, if at all. I put it in things like my deodorant or things like that. But roller balls, I use all the time. So I have a roller ball of frankincense, and I constantly put it right here on the back of my neck. Topical use, okay? So that addresses where do I put it. So Kara, where do I put my oils? You put them wherever you are ailing, wherever it makes sense for it to go. So whatever it is that you are trying to correct. For example, you can see me very clearly right now. You can probably guess that I am fairly hormonal, okay? I will cop to that. So every day I have my roller ball and I put it on my ovaries. And any man there is probably going, wait, TMI, TMI, okay? But that's just one of the uses, okay? My frankincense I put on my base of my neck because, wow, I don't even know how to say this in a way that's FDA approved, because it's a good idea. I'm just gonna say that. It's a great idea. If you looked up the research, you would probably find out why I do that. One of the blends we're gonna talk about is the protective blend. I put that one on the bottom of my foot. So now and I'm gonna see if you can see this. Can you imagine me taking my foot and going like this and doing a drip? Okay, that's very hard. That doesn't make sense. But if I have a roller ball, this is slick. This is easy. And then when you apply it, you then rub it. And you're done. Okay, I have 2 boys. I've been doing this for 3.5, 4 years. And they have their routines. And my 15-year-old, so he's been doing this since he's been 11.5. He has all of his oils laid out in the morning before he goes to school. And he's like, this one goes here, and this one goes here, and this one goes here, and this one goes here. And he just does them, and they're all in roller balls, so nothing drips. It's very easy. So I wanted to address that. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the oils because that's what you really want to hear about. Okay, protective blend. I love the German Shepherd. I love dogs. Okay, the dog is very protective. Supports your healthy immune function. Okay, protective blend, once again, is great during this seasonal disorders problem, the seasonal threats. Protects against environmental threats. Cleans surfaces. Purifies the skin while promoting healthy circulation. Microorganisms and bacteria do not like this oil. And we will talk more about this oil and a lot of the oil products that come with this oil next month during back to school. So I will talk about when I'm going to have the next classes for next month, but be sure you pay attention to this oil. Digestive blend. Digestive blend, a lot of these oils, these are all, oh, I have a pointer here. Woohoo. Okay, a lot of these are the oils that are in it, and then there's one more, but it looks just like this one, so I didn't replicate the picture. Aids in the digestion of foods, soothes occasional stomach upset, maintains a healthy gastrointestinal tract, and it contains ginger, fennel, caraway, anise, peppermint, coriander, and tarragon. At this point, I would like to discuss again the internal usage. This is where everybody says, oh, if it soothes an occasional stomach upset, then I would take this internally. Absolutely you can, okay? But I will tell you, in all of the time that I have done doTERRA, and they've had this blend since I have begun, because it's one of my favorite blends, I have never taken it internally. And it's not because I'm against internal usage. It's because why take it internally when you don't need to? I simply put 2 to 3 drops on my belly, and I don't do it with a rollerball because I don't have a rollerball and my stomach hurts and I'm in the car or whatever. I just drip it right there, and sometimes it gets all over, who knows, but then I rub it clockwise right there on my stomach, and it almost always takes care of the issue. It's wonderful, okay? So a lot of people who are super gung-ho on this whole, you've got to take it all internally. You can take things internally, and it's wonderful that you can take things internally, but you don't have to take everything internally. These are powerful. They do a lot. So please make sure that you have someone that you really trust that can guide you, and I really hope that I can help you with that. So I love this next picture. Feeling knotted up, the soothing blend. I hope that this picture can kind of show you how sometimes our muscles and our joints and everything feel. If you got the samples from me, you would have gotten this sample in your packet. You would have gotten the lotion form. This is a fabulous blend. This I've been using on my oldest child for the last 3 years. He's an athlete. It comforts tired and sore joints and muscles. One of the great things about essential oils is they're also fabulous as a preventative. So if you know you're going to be sore, you are moving and you're hauling boxes, and you just know at the end of the day, your body's not going to be happy, you can put that on in the morning, okay? You are going to go on a hike. Well, help your body out a little bit. Do that stretching in the morning and put some of that on in the morning, okay? Provides a comforting sensation of warmth to problem areas. Okay, this is where we're going to have that ding, 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 ding. Remember when I told you that water amplifies the effect? Okay, so you are having a soreness in the lower region of your back, okay? And so you put some of this on back there. But as good as it feels, your back is really, really feeling sore, okay? You moved a lot of boxes. So you jump in the shower, or you put on a hot water bottle. And then you just back into that shower and it feels so good because it makes it tingle even more. And it just amplifies those effects. It supports circulation to muscles and joints. And it comes in 3 forms. The sample was the rub, which is my favorite, the lotion format. It's kind of a natural icy hot kind of thing. And then you have deep blue oil and you have the deep blue roll-on, okay? So those are all fabulous. So after talking about all of these, you're now wondering, you know what, I think I do. I think I do want to get started on a natural journey, and I would love help with that. And I want to do a one-on-one, but I want to know how to start. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you how to start. With doTERRA, they have kits. And when you buy a kit, you get the enrollment included. Enrollment is $35, and it's $35 for the first year, and it's $25 each year after that, but you get a free peppermint with that, okay? But I wanted to start with the Natural Solutions Kit. And the reason I wanted to start with that is simply because everybody looks at this and they're like, whoa, that's a lot of stuff. I will never, ever use all of that. So I took a look at it. And I thought, well, what do I use? Well, in this kit, the stuff that I use each and every single day to 4 times a day is all in the blue purple on the left. Okay, and we didn't talk about all of this, okay, and a lot of this we'll cover in upcoming classes, you know, for different kinds of things. But in a 5 milliliter bottle, which is those little bottles, you have Serenity, you have frankincense, you have Breathe, you have Balance, you have Deep Blue Rub, not the Slim and Sassy because that's going to be in the 15 milliliters. You have fractionated coconut oil to make those roller bottles. You have diffusers. The diffuser. The diffuser is the thing that everybody wants because that's where you get to play chemist and you get to put different smells in and affect the mood in the room, and you have to have the diffuser. The diffuser is the best thing ever. And you get the wooden box to store your oils in, okay? And it comes with the enrollment package, which means that you get to order online, you have your own website online so that you can order easily. And it has stickers. So see right now how all those bottles have nothing on top of them? So if you put them in a drawer, you don't know if the one on the far left is Aroma Touch or if it's Deep Blue, okay? Or if it's Breathe, because all 3 of them are kind of a blue color. So if you have the stickers, you have little stickers on the top and it tells you exactly what they are. So you can just look at the top and it knows exactly. So I use the stickers every day because I'm using my oils every day. Now, 15 milliliter products, you get lavender, lemon, peppermint, On Guard, Slim and Sassy. Slim and Sassy is not going to make you thin. I know, that's so heart-wrenching. It is a metabolic blend. It helps with your cravings. It helps with support your, what was my grapefruit? I have talk that I have to talk about in officially. So grapefruit we're going to be talking about here pretty soon. But it helps support a healthy metabolism, okay? And so it's really good for various things. But Citrus Bliss, lemongrass, lifelong vitality. What the lifelong vitality is it's the vitamins. And we'll talk about the vitamins in a little while too. I love the vitamins. That's actually the #1 product that doTERRA has. Even though we all talk about the oils because the oils are much sexier, okay? The vitamins are the #1 product. Terrazyme, On Guard toothpaste, and the On Guard hand wash. Remember that the On Guard is the protective blend. And we only talked about the actual oil, but that's the one that all the microorganisms and bacteria don't like, okay? In the 10 milliliter size, you have the Clear Skin and the HD Clear. HD Clear is an actual face wash. So, and the Clear Skin is an actual topical roll-on. That's for problematic skin. Past Tense and Clary Calm, okay? Clary Calm's the hormonal rub or roll-on. So all of those I use daily. Now you go to the ones I use 1 to 3 times a month. Digest Zen, Melaleuca, oregano, aroma touch, On Guard beadlets, and Purify. Purify I do not use once a month. Purify I probably use once every 3 or 4 months. And the reason why is it has cilantro in it. A lot of people love Purify. I don't like cilantro, so I just don't like it as much. And then you have sample vials. Sample vials are important because a lot of people are like, I am not going to sell this. I do not need sample vials. Yes, but what's going to happen, and this happens to every single person, there's going to be something that you have that is not good in your life. And there's going to be something that the oils are going to support you with. And you're going to say, oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. And you're going to be so excited, you're going to talk about it at lunch. And your girlfriend's going to say, oh, do you know I have that same problem? And you're going to say, oh, well, let me just get you a little bit of that. And you're going to say, oh, I'm so glad I have those sample bottles because I don't want to give her my big bottle. So I just wanted to show you the Natural Solutions Kit because I do actually use all of that. Now, the Natural Solutions Kit, just so you know, is $550. But before you gasp and die, $550, however, 100 points comes back to you in product credit. So that means 3 or 4 weeks after you buy it, you will look in your little dashboard and there's a little bank there. You'll already have 100 points in your bank, and 100 points can be used for product. So you can already buy $100 worth of oils. So you basically get $100 worth off of that thing. And that's already $113 below wholesale price for those oils. You also start at 15% off of the kit, or 15% off on your LRP. So when you say, I have no clue what an LRP is, I'm going to get to that, okay? Remember when I was saying earlier that these are actually the most inexpensive oils on the market? That's what the LRP, and I'm going to explain all that. But just remember 15% in the back of your head because this kit gets you to that one. Okay, so now we're going to go to the next one. This one is so popular, and you know why it's so popular? Because people see that diffuser and they're like, yay, it has the diffuser. You should be excited because the chemist in all of us, and I know I'm an English major, so let me tell you, I was not chemistry, but I had more fun with this. I immediately mixed lemon and peppermint. Loved it. Okay, I did lavender and I did, what did I mix with my lavender? I did, I did lavender by itself. I did, no, I didn't. I did lavender and frankincense, okay, to kind of give the lavender less of a flowery scent. I just had so much fun mixing the smells, okay? So there's so much there that you can just have fun with. And again, that's what helps the mood of your room, okay? Now, the next kit is going to have the exact same oils. So you're going to say to yourself, well, why on earth would I buy this one if I can get the other one cheaper? Well, I want you to look at those bottles. See how they're all big bottles except for the deep blue, okay? They are 3 times bigger, and this kit costs $275. The other kit costs $150. So the other kit is less than half, or is about half the price, but it's less than it's less than a third of the amount, okay? So this is 3 times as much, but it's not even twice as amount of money is what I'm trying to say. So this is huge. So what comes in here? Almost every single oil we talked about today. It has frankincense, lavender, lemon, melaleuca, oregano, peppermint, breathe, digestion, On Guard, deep blue oil, not deep blue rub, the oil, and petal diffuser. And then it comes with that enrollment packet. So it would include the $35 enrollment. For the next year, you would be enrolled. You'd have your own website. You could go online. You could do your orders, which is easy, easy, easy. That's the easiest way to do it. You don't want to have to call all the time because that's just a pain. Okay, so next, family physician kit. Exact same kit, only it's the 5 milliliter size, but the bonus oil is it comes with that Slim and Sassy, and it comes with the 15 milliliter, and this one's 150. Next, if you realize everything comes from within, which is great, the Cleanse and Restore kit is a fabulous kit. This one comes with those lifelong vitality, the vitamins, your omegas, your cellular support. Comes with Zenderkin soft gels, which is an organ support. It comes with GX Assist, which is a digestion cleanse. PB Assist, which is your probiotic, a lemon essential oil, which is also a cleanse, and an enrollment pack. Okay, this one is $195. So, do you have to order every month? No, you do not. You will get great rewards if you do. The only way to get these cheaper than any other oil on the market is if you do order every month, okay? Now, if you can take a screenshot of this, this would be great. If you're gonna end up enrolling with me, I will get you this because this makes it so clear and so easy. This is fabulous, okay? But if you'll notice right here, okay, if you order in your first to 3 months, like let's say right now it's July, but let's go into August. Let's say you're going to order in August because there's an August special and I just happen to know that, okay? So in August, it doesn't count for new ordering because that's when you're going to enroll, okay? You're not loyal until you make your first order. So let's say in September you order. That's your first month. So months 1 through 3 are September, October, November. You get 10% back into that credit where, remember if you ordered the Natural Solutions Kit, you were gonna get 100 credits into your account. Well, you would get 10% of whatever you ordered. So if you did the 50 order, you would get 5 points into that credit. 4 through 6, you'd get 15. 7 through 9, 20, 10 through 12, 25. At 13, you're getting 30% back in. So not only are you getting 25% off of retail, but you're also getting 30% back into your bank to spend. So you're basically getting 55% off of retail. This is a heck of a deal, okay? So how much do you have to spend? So everybody sees this 100 here and they go, oh my gosh, I have to spend $100 a month. Okay, first of all, see this point? Points are really important because you have to spend points to go these amounts. You do not have to spend 100. You have to spend 50 points to get the percent and to grow the percent. You have to spend 1 point a month in order to maintain. So let's say in Christmas, you're spending a lot of money on Christmas presents. You just have to place a PV order of $10 or $5 to just tell doTERRA, I have no money, but I am still loyal and I am still in your program, so do not bounce me out. That's all, okay? You get to choose different products every single month. You just have to go onto your website and do that, okay? Or call them if you don't do a website, call them. Now, this is an auto ship program. So if you are not responsible enough to change your order, this is not a good program for you. The way I tell people to remember this is it is like Christmas when that box arrives on your doorstep. And people think I'm being silly, but I am not. You get so excited because you are learning so many new things because I'm going to help you with that, okay? So you are like, oh my gosh, Cypress, I am so excited. And I would tell you why you'd be excited about Cypress, but I can't right now because the FDA wouldn't be happy with me about that, okay? But it's a really cool thing, okay? It has to do with your circulatory system, okay? And how visible that can be, okay? So you're so excited about your Cypress and you're like, woohoo, I'm making that rollerball and I cannot wait. And you get so excited that you forget about your order and then you get another Cypress and you're like, whoa, I've got plenty of Cypress. I didn't need 2 Cypresses. Well, before you're allowed to open that Cypress, you have to sit your rear end down at your computer and you need to change your auto ship, okay? I don't care what you change it to. Change it to whatever. Even if you haven't been on one of my other webinars and so you don't know what to change it to yet, it doesn't matter as long as you're getting something new so you won't be disappointed, okay? That's all. And then as long as you keep getting in that habit, you will be fine on auto ship, okay? Now, we're back to this. So you only have to do 50 to grow and 50 to go in percentage. 50. Does everybody hear me? Repeat, 50. 100 if you want to make money. Yes, you can make money doing doTERRA. I make money. You can make money, okay? You can make enough money to support your essential oil habit pretty easily, okay? But you have to have 100 in order to do that. Because doTERRA says if you don't have 100, you're not in it to win it. You're not in it to play the game, okay? That's the only reason you have to have 100. Now, 125, every single month they have a free product. So if you want that free product, you have to have 125 and it has to be done by the 15th. If you put 125 in on the 20th, you do not get the free product. You didn't obey the rules. The rules are very clear and they're right here, okay? So if you aren't going to get the free product and if you aren't going to get a commission or money, you don't have to spend any of that. If you only want to grow and have doTERRA pay a large percentage of your oils, you can hover right here. Just make sure you go above 50, 50 or above, not at 49. Okay? I hope I explained that well. Now remember that Natural Solutions kit, you start right here. So you skipped months 1 through 3 and you're already making 15%. That is critical. And you got 100 back into your account. Okay? So how does LRP work? Is it really effective? This is my May 2013 order. I placed a 205-point order. It cost me $225. I received lemongrass oil, which was the free oil of the month. That's worth $10, okay? For placing that order, there was a special that month. That happens 4 times a year, okay? I got the free Deep Blue Roll-On, which is $64. And I got the free Deep Blue Rub, which is $29.95 because it was a special. I also earned 30% of my orders back in points. That's $61.50. So after all of my benefits, my order ended up costing me $59.55. So a $225 order cost me $59.55. That's critical. And what's really critical about this is back in May of 2013, they did not have shipping reimbursed. Now shipping is reimbursed in points. So shipping, when it's ordered online and it is on an LRP, it's usually $8.99 to ship. Just almost always automatically, if you order 1 bottle or 50, it'll almost always be 9 points to ship, $9, $8.99. So almost always they put the 9 points back in my dashboard. So that means that $9, it would have cost me $50.55, okay? That's a bottle of wild orange, almost. So that's critical. Okay, so now you're saying, okay, oh, that's great. I really, really want this, but I want a deal. Well, we all want a deal, right? Well, here's your deal. I'm a horrible salesperson. Most salespeople will say, and you only get all of this if you order within the next 20 minutes. Well, I'm telling you, this is a natural journey, and these won't do you any good if you stick them in a drawer and shut your drawer. I want to help you get these out of the drawer and use them, okay? So let's think about it, and I want you to order in August, okay? Because in August, you get a special. There's no special in July. There was a special actually, but it ended on the 15th. So now we're gonna go in August. Starting on August 1st, you get a free 15 milliliter grapefruit if you enroll with 100 points. But you have to enroll with me and you have to enroll through the program, okay? So we didn't talk about grapefruit. So what's the benefits of grapefruit? It cleanses and purifies. It's beneficial for oil, skin issues. It supports healthy metabolism. It reduces mental and physical fatigue. It helps with sore muscles and joints. And it's the #1 oil to support your lymphatic system. My ongoing specials. If you enroll in an LRP with 50 or more points, you get the Modern Essentials Usage Guide, which is the small paperback guide. It fits in your purse if you got a big purse. If you enroll with 100 plus, you get the hardback. Okay, so what is the advantage of having the Modern Essentials? Remember that the FDA is no longer allowing people to post a lot of information on the internet. This book is like an essential oils Bible. You use it daily. Common primary, this is what it has in it. Common primary uses, this is all the stuff I can't say. What does peppermint oil or any other oil help with, okay? For example, My nose is out of joint. What is the oil protocol for that? Okay. Common application methods. How to apply that oil. How do you put it on? Where do you put it? How often do you put it? Chemical constituents. This is for those people who are really advanced, who are looking for particular components. Okay. Properties, all those antis again. These are the things I just can't say. Okay. Think of those things like the protective blend is good because microorganisms and bacteria don't like it. Those kind of antis. Medicinal, historical, and other possible uses. Body systems affected, like your digestive system, your nervous system, that kind of stuff. Safety data, that's really important, okay, because these oils are powerful. So what kind of things should I be looking for? What kind of things should I not do? And additional research. So for those people who want to know what the studies are that are out there, and those are going to be in the big book. The little book is not going to have that. The other thing that the little book is not going to have, and I'm going to go to the next page because I'll talk to you while you look at that because I'm not going to be able to talk about the next page. This is a page out of the book, okay? So just to kind of show you why it's so amazing, because I can't talk about it, okay? Because it has everything I can't talk about. The little book does not have the blends. So when we talked about the respiratory blend, the soothing blend, the digestive blend, it has, when you look at ailments, it will talk about those if you need those as part of your protocol. But it will not have a section on those like it has this section right here, like peppermint, whereas the larger book has those, okay? So I hope that I have been helpful, and I hope that you have enjoyed this webinar. And I hope that if you have any questions, you can direct them towards me. And if you would like to start your journey with doTERRA, I would love to help you with that. My information is on my website or on my YouTube channel, I hope. Otherwise, you can contact me through my Facebook page. My Facebook page is www.facebook.com/essential healing. So I look forward to hearing from you, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.